Welcome to the deep dive. We dig into the sources so you get the insights.
And today we're diving into the buzz around a brand new film, Spike Lee's Highest to Lowest.
Yeah, it just premiered at Cannes. It's hitting theaters August 22nd, then Apple TV plus Low.
And the big thing here, the immediate talking point, is its connection to Akira Kurosawa's classic High and Low from '63.
Exactly. So our mission today is to figure out what makes this new film stand out. Is it just a remake or is it, something more? We're looking at a review here.
Okay. And yeah, the review dives right into that challenge, right? Remaking Kurosawa, that's risky.
Super risky. And interestingly, Kurosawa's film was also an adaptation from Ed McBain's novel, King's Ransom.
Huh. Didn't know that second part. But yeah, the review notes the initial skepticism about updating it, setting it in modern New York. You can see why people would be wary.
High and Low is just iconic. The
Yeah.
tension, the morality.
Right. So how does Lee's version stack up initially?
Well, surprisingly well, according to this review. For the first three quarters anyway. It apparently glides along far better than skeptics might have expected.
Okay, that's promising.
And they even say it's way better than Lee's Old Boy remake, which, let's be honest, didn't land perfectly for a lot of folks.
That's fair. So it sounds like Lee captures the core tension, maybe updates it effectively for a while. But you said three quarters. What happens then?
Ah, yes. This is where it gets really interesting, apparently. The review highlights a specific scene that's not in the Kurosawa original.
Oh.
It's Face Off, between Denzel Washington's character and 8P Rocky's character.
Okay, completely new territory then. And how does the review frame that?
They say this scene pushes the film into a sublime new stratosphere, calls the whole last act electrifying, original, and deeply personal.
Wow. So that really suggests it breaks away from just being a remake. That's where Lee plants his own flag, maybe.
Seems like it. It sounds like that's the pivot point where it becomes distinctly a Spike Lee joint, you could say.
Right. So let's talk about these characters then. Who is Denzel playing?
He plays David King. He's described as a hip-hop mogul, on the cusp of buying a majority stake in his own label, stacking hits. So, high stakes from the get-go.
Got it. Big deal. Lots to lose. And the setting?
Very specific. He lives in Brooklyn's Olympia Dumbo building. So, right away, it's got that contemporary New York vibe.
Not just generic New York, but Dumbo.
Exactly. And his family is key wife Pam, that's Ilfenesh Hadera, and son Trey, played by Aubrey Joseph. The review mentions Trey's musical talent, hinting at the label's future, which adds another layer for David.
Makes sense. And then the core plot kicks in. The kidnapping.
Yep, Trey gets kidnapped. Ransom demand is huge, 17.5 million Swiss francs.
Okay, same basic setup as Kurosawa, but does Lee add a modern twist?
He does. The review points specifically to the role of public perception and social media, how the whole thing playing out online impacts David's decision about paying.
Okay, that feels very 2024, that pressure of the public eye in a crisis.
Totally. It adds this whole other dimension to his dilemma. So he decides to pay. And that leads to the NYPD getting involved. Dean Winters, LaChanze, John Douglas Thompson are the detectives.
Right, and the actual ransom drop, how does that play out?
This sounds pretty wild. It's not some quiet back alley thing. Lee stages it during the Puerto Rican Day Parade in the South Bronx.
During the parade, wow.